What's up? What's up? What's up? YouTube family. Blessings, blessings. This is your boy, Big Sky. This is my new channel. It's called The Outspoken Introvert. And what we're going to do on this channel, we're just going to talk life. We're going to talk about everything. Talk about God. Talk about health. Talk about wealth. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about comedy. We're going to talk about nature, fitness, talk about everything. So, right now, I'm going on a walk in my neighborhood. I'm not going to hold this phone up, so y'all going to get the chin view today. And we're going to take us a little walk. Like I said, I just want to introduce y'all to my new channel. I got another channel. It's called Big Sky Comedy TV on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm walking up this hill right now. That's why I'm breathing kind of heavy. But let me see if y'all can see. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get it in. No perfect people allowed. How you doing, sir? All right. Like I said, no perfect people. This is an imperfect zone. I don't want to say excuse me. This isn't a judge-free zone because on this channel, we're gonna judge ourselves. We're gonna do a lot of self-reflection. We're gonna do a lot of self-accountability because at the end of the day, and yes, I do got a mini fro right now. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself to rely on, to be accountable for. Everything that comes out of your mouth affects your destiny. When I was a young man, I always said, I would like outside factors, not to affect me. They don't do this and that. But every time I got in a crunch, it was always somebody else's fault. So I was a hypocrite because one thing was coming out of my mouth, but the other thing was happening in reality, which was me blaming everybody, playing the blame game, and just being young and dumb. But like the old saying say, you live and you learn. And I think the main thing is learning about yourself. Everybody want to learn about this and that outside things, Oh, what's going on in the news? Oh, what's going on in this book? Oh, what's going on that social media platform? What this person doing? Who they having sex with? Who they talking to? It's always somebody else business. You know what I mean? And I think that's why we're in the situation we're in today, because everybody is minding everybody else's business. Yep. So this is a channel where you can be yourself. You see me, look, I ain't got an edge up in weeks. I need to trim. My collar is droopy, But with all that being said, look at these shoes. Camera messed up. Look at these shoes. Them certified trail steppers, man. You ain't got to be all fancy. And I'm not saying it's not okay to look good. Of course, everybody want to look good, but stop trying to you ain't got to be so self-conscious just to come outside, You ain't got to match all the way all the time. If you going to work out, throw on some clothes and go work out. You ain't gonna do nothing but sweat them out anyway. And be stinking. You was already stinking from the beginning. So, but anyways, we on the trail. So this gonna be our first rendition of Trail Talk. So today, I'm not gonna take you on a long one. I'm trying to figure out how to switch my damn camera back around. I guess you can't once you start recording. I guess you got to keep it like it is. Yeah. I'm doing all this from an Android Motorola E. There's no excuse out here. Do I want a good camera? Of course. I do comedy. I want a great camera to capture my stand-up. I want, I like nice things too. But right now, this is what I have to work with. So this is what I'm gonna work with. So I think the first topic today. Hello. I think the first thing we're gonna talk about today is probably appetite. Appetite is really important. I be talking to my friend, my homie. Well, anybody I come across really. Hello. I think appetite is a real important topic. Not just your appetite for food, that's important too. I think your appetite for everything. Your appetite for good and evil. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, it's easy to have an appetite for evil. Think about it. People out here, fornicating, adultery, your appetite for sex, your appetite for drugs, whether it's you doing hardcore drugs or smoking marijuana. Yes, marijuana is a drug, and we will get to that because, I'm very familiar with marijuana. But we'll talk about that on another trail talk. But like I say, your appetite for women, sex, drugs, whether it's money, attention, whatever it is. When you can't control your appetite, you can't control your life. You know what I mean? Like even if it's just food. I don't know if everybody know, but your brain is like your second stomach. Or I said that wrong. I mess up too. Your stomach is like another brain. Actually, people say your stomach is probably your first brain because what you put in your stomach feeds your brain, feeds your body. You know what I mean? So it's really important about what we put in our bodies, how we put it in, when. All these things are very, very important. And as we all know, if you can't control your appetite as far as food, what's going to happen? You're going to get fat. You're going to get sick. You're going to be at disease. All these different things are going to happen. Your mindset, that's the main important thing. When you eat bad, it clogs your mind, makes you make bad decisions. You don't have a clear mindset because your third eye is clogged up. All that Popeyes chicken, Bojangles, and, Churchy chicken biscuits and corn, all that, KFC coleslaw, all that stuff catches up to you. And eventually you find yourself on medication. So if you can control, get on the trail, y'all. If you can control your appetite, and I think the two biggest things that are hardest to control as far as your appetite is definitely food, and the other one is sex. Because think about it. Those are the two things that we actually need. Like, people don't realize this, but you need sex. God didn't give you sexual organs just to have them. You people need, people want. Some people even demand sex, which I don't believe. You know, any person, male or female, should be treated as a sex object. But sex is healthy for you. You know what I mean? Sex is good if you know how to control your appetite. Even if you married or been in a long-term relationship, that don't mean you get to, you know, screw, or do whatever you want to do whenever you want it. Now, if you got that type of setup, cool. You know, me and my wife, you know, we have it ain't even an agreement. We just know that, you know, we like to take care of each other. So if I see that, you know, she has a need or a want in that area, I'm gonna try to satisfy it. And I'm also proactive, so I try to give it to her when she don't even be expecting it. Shoot. So, I say all that to say, what I'm trying to get around to is fasting. Fasting from all different types of things. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay not to eat for a half a day or a day. You know, if you got medications and all that, let's not be silly. But if you're healthy is in the form of not taking any medications. Because just because you're not on medication don't mean you're healthy. But anyways, if you can do it, take a break from eating and clear your pipes out. You know how pipes get clogged up. It's just like that in your internal organs and your veins. Yeah. You clogged up because you eat so much, all that grease and gunk. You never give it a chance to get through there. So when you stop eating and you drink water, you know, put your little lemon in it, a little lime or whatever. It's a real good benefit to flush you out, and it gets all that stuff out of your, all that bloating and gas, all that. It'll get it out your system. You know, even if you're just doing intermittent fasting, where you maybe, or what I like to call, how you doing, time restricted eating. You may only eat between the hours of 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. That's even a benefit, you know? And think about it. If you do that, you give your organs a break. There's no way you can't be healthy. Because if you got a car and you running it 24/7, eventually you'll give it a break. Eventually that car is going to break down because you're not giving it what it needs. The exhaust can't run. The engine and the exhaust can't run 24/7. And that's how it is when you eating all the time. Some of y'all sleep with a soda by the bed or a beer by the bed. That's killing you. You know what I mean? Some of y'all sleep with a blunt by the bed or a bowl, whatever. It's killing you. You know? And all these things I'm talking to you about, I've been guilty of. So I can talk to you about that. I can state my claim because I've done it, or I'm doing it and trying to get better, or whatever the case may be. I'm just here to provide help and to receive some help. I'm not perfect, you know. As a young African American man, it's hard out here. You know, you see beautiful women, you see all these different things, and it's really tough to fight it off. But I got a little tired, dog. Gonna take us a little break. But like I was saying, it's hard out here, you know. I don't want to say it's hard, it's challenging. Oh, excuse me, I got some mucus built up. So Take us a little break over here. Uh, um. So yeah, it's it's a daily fight, and that's what I learned. It's a daily fight. It's a fight every second. It's a battle of the mind. You know, I've been trying to change. I ain't gonna say I work every day to try to better my mindset, and it's difficult. You know, cause I like a lot of fleshly things. You know, I like drinking. I like smoking. You know, I like women. You know, I like all these different things, and they're not really conducive to my life right now. You know, I'm married with 3 kids, 12, 8, and 20 months. You know, me and my wife been together going on 16 years. We've been married 11 years. So, yep. Um, those things aren't conducive to my life anymore. I'm not 22. I'm not 18 no more. Chilling with the fellas. You know what I mean? I'm a grown man with grown man responsibilities, and it's time for us as young men, period, not just black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever color you are, you know, whatever you are, whatever ethnic background, it's time for us to mature and start treating ourselves better. Everybody say, "Oh, we got to treat the women better," but I understand that. But first, you got to treat yourself better. You're not treating the women better because you don't love yourself. You know, most of y'all grew up with a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, and you just don't want to deal with it. I look like I'm glowing right now. Y'all, I've been taking this turmeric and ginger drink, and it's really, 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 really doing wonders for me. But like I said, I still need to get my little edge up, trim, but I'm getting off topic. But I'm just I'm at a point in my life where it's time to speak out. It's time to tell people what's on my mind. I feel like I can help a lot of people. I've always felt like I had the ability to motivate if I was put in the right position. But you know, God sent me through a lot of trials and tribulations. The previous 35 years of my life, I'm 36. He sent me through a lot of trials and tribulations, and I used to always wonder why. But I see what he was preparing me for. So I think this is a good stopping point. They over here working on the bathroom over here anyway, so it's about to get pretty loud. Well, yeah, this is the first rendition of Trail Talk. I just wanted to introduce y'all to my new channel. It's called it's called The Outspoken Introvert, and that's me, Big Sky. Holla at me. Peace.